Hey all, Cypher and welcome back to another Outerplane video. So I hope you guys watched my previous video where I showcase my own opinions on the new updates. In this video we're going to all be talking about the new heroes Astei and Demiurge Astei, right? Straight up, I'm just gonna say these two heroes are probably one of the most broken heroes in the entire game, okay? Demi Stella is probably in the same level as these heroes, and I know I like to say this a lot, but goddamn, these guys are pushing the limits with every release. Oh my god, and you'll see what I mean. Right? First up is going to be Astei, who I think is going to be probably the best healer in the game, period. Astei, a hero who heals her allies and grants them immunity while lowering enemies' critical hit chance to help win the advantage in combat, will be joining the upcoming drop rate up event. Right, I already predicted that she is going to be bringing, making use of the immunity buff, so I think I'm going to give that point to myself for actually being able to guess. You know what, first let's see the actual video, the skill showcase, right? Here's Astei Arclight. Oh yeah, you see that. And okay, I think I realized that this thing that she's holding, it's not a conch shell. I think it's more of a what's it called, where you store a blood or something, like a blood whale, right, or something like that probably. And I mean, she's kind of like a like a devil's angel kind of, right? She gives the vibe. That's her first skill, Stars in Heaven. This is Flowers on Earth. Now, I don't know why they showcase that this is a revive skill, because it's clearly not a revive skill. It does not say that this is the revive skill. This is a healing ability. I don't know how the F is as to rope appearing by using the skill. this is definitely not right. This is definitely not right. Anyways, this is the ultimate ability. There we go. There's the Holy Grail, right? That's what it's called, the Holy Grail. And she is gonna purify everything and everyone. There we go. Provides immunity. Look at that. Such a beautiful animation, right? Such a beautiful animation, honestly. A benevolent. Okay, she's an archbishop. All right. Okay, she is an archbishop. I was thinking she's a devil's angel. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, she's an archbishop. Sorry, Lord. The Stars in Heaven. Let's take a look at her skills, right? Let's skip the shitty nonsense and let's go down into the actual skills. There's a basic ability. Attacks an enemy to single target. 70% chance to remove one debuff from the caster after attacking. When used on the caster's turn, has a 30% chance to activate the Flowers on Earth. The Flowers on Earth is a second skill, by the way. Increases the activation chance of the Flowers on Earth by 40% if the caster has a buff. Unaffected by and has no effect on the cooldown of the Flowers on Earth. So in general, her first skill is super strong. You can see at level 3 and level 5 she can increase the chance to activate effects by a combined of 30%. So in total she has a 100% chance to remove one debuff from herself when she takes a turn, and she has a combined chance of 70% if she has a buff to use the Flowers on Earth skill, her second ability. Of course, if she uses her second ability with her basic ability, she is still not going to be able to affect the cooldown of her second skill, the actual cooldown of the second skill, right? I think this is a great skill. Great synergy, because take a look at what the Flowers on Earth does. Heals all allies except for the caster by 15% of her max health. This is her own max health, so this is equivalent to Siren's skills, right? Siren's healing capacity or Teo's healing capacity, right? And we all know when it's according to their own max health, the healing efficiency is much higher, right? It's much higher than your usual heals. And generates 25 action points, so that's quarter of a turn. So she's gonna give you a free push, a free priority push of 25%, and at level 5, look at that, extra 10%. So she's gonna give you 35 action points every time she uses a skill. And keep in mind, she can use the skill like a regular skill, or she can use it via her basic ability. If you get lucky, basically you need to pray to RNGesus, but still there's a chance to constantly heal allies and push their AP. Like this is literally Teo on steroids. Right? This is Teo on steroids. And keep in mind, this is an active ability. This is not a passive one, so it does not get shut down by Notia. Of course, Notia can still probably just apply that silence, but the thing is, look at that, she can cleanse her silence because she has a 100% chance to remove one debuff from the caster when attacking. So, this is really funny, alright? Just hear me out. So first they had unbalanced healers like Theo, right, running around, Mane. Then they released Notia and Stroke to counter them. And now it seems that again it's gonna be a little bit of a healing meta, right, with this new trick Astei. And keep in mind, look at this, the Love in the Hearts, this is a final ability. Heals all allies for 20% of Astei's max health, grants immunity for 2 turns, inflicts reduced critical hit chance on all enemies for 2 turns, effect ignores target's resilience. This is huge. This is if I'm correct, this reducing critical hit chance debuff, I think it should be minus 50% crit chance. And I know a lot of players who are dependent on Valentine's crit buffs, just like me, right? I am particularly dependent on her buff. My DPS heroes, they do not have even close to 80% crit rate. Outside of probably the air, nobody has that. So I know how much, pissed off I am gonna be if this is landed on my heroes, right? Especially if you're cleaving. Then again, keep this in mind. I think she is gonna be susceptible to cleave teams. Again, just for the fact that Notia is still gonna be able to shut her down because she is not gonna be able to cleanse this debuff, because she is only going to be able to cleanse this after she attacks, right? So you're going to get like a 1 whole rotation of her skills, and then she's going to be able to do her stuff. Again, keep in mind, I think it all boils down to her exclusive equipment, because of course they never list their their effect of the exclusive equipment. One thing to notice, she is going to bring 10% ally team health if you decide to take her up to 6 stars, which is kind of insane. I'd probably just cap at 4 star if you are a sensible player, just because of the monster that is released alongside her Demiurge version. Again, we'll go into her later, a little bit later, because we're almost done with her. In my opinion, should you pull for her? Answer is yes and no. So yes, if you are struggling in PvE content, right? No, currently, if you are not focused only, if you're only focused on PvP content, because yeah, she does bring a lot of things on the table. She brings immunity for 2 turns, reduced critical hit chance, 20% of her health, and a constant health boost and a action gauge boost. Look at that. But on the bright side, I don't think this hero is gonna change the cleave meta. I don't think she's gonna be able to shut down the cleave meta, because Valentine and Notia are still gonna be able to tear her apart. Right? Again, I still don't know if she is gonna be we don't know her exclusive equipment. It might be something where she like gets to move first, or maybe like, I don't know, she like cleanses 1 debuff on herself every turn, for example, at the start of the turn. That would probably make her easily counter Notia, because then she could possibly cleanse the silence debuff. Or again, just like any other healer in the current meta, you can just build on lots of resilience, lots and lots of resilience, and hope that Notia does not land her silence. Right? That's the only way I feel that she is going to be working right now. Of course, I think she is going to be solid for tank teams, especially because of the crit chance reduction debuff. I think it's solid. Like, it will completely shut down DPS capabilities of even Demi Stella, because Demi Stella, she kind of requires her to crit, just to deal that burst damage. It will shut down Veronica's capability to deal bonus damage for the ultimate ability. I think it will just shut down many DPS characters in general. So her kit is quite unique, quite unique, right? And I think just the ability that she can cycle so fast and heal the allies constantly. I think just for that alone, I'll probably pull for her. I mean, I have to, because I have a normal mileage saved up. So even if I get a little bit unlucky, I'll still be able to summon her directly from the mileage. So I won't really be investing a lot of my precious ether into her at the moment, because I'm going to be saving all my ether for Demiurge Astei, right? Demi Astei, boy oh boy. All right, let me get this clear. If you know, okay, firstly let's watch the video. I always like to watch the videos first, you know, just to give me a feel, give me a feel of the entire character, her traits. What do you think? Don't I look divine? Since there was no gods, what choice did I have to step up and fill the role myself? Look at that, she's so cocky. Your god has manifested herself before you. Look at that. She's sitting on like that chair, right? The floating chairs really reminds me of the Hero Rebellion in Epic 7. And actually her entire kit reminds me of Arbiter Wildred, and we'll get into that later. This is her skill, People on Earth. And this is her ultimate ability, Sanctuary for All. So this is that crazy planning destruction ability that we showcased in the preview video, right? That the devs like to tease us with. Oh my god, this is so good. So good, man. Just her animations enough. Like these Demi heroes, like they really feel super powerful. Like this, the way they built. I love it. I love it. You know, no complaints. So it's gonna be here. This banner is gonna be here for approximately 2.5 months, right? Yeah, probably close to 3 months. Great. It's just like Demi Stella. Look at her abilities. The gods in heaven. Single target attack, attacks an enemy if the caster has Dual Guardian's Caretaker, activates an enhanced attack. So by the way, Dual Guardian's Caretaker is kind of like her unique buff, right? Unique effect, just like Notia has her unique buff. I'm forgetting the name of it, but you know, she gains it when she uses her ultimate ability, or if she has her exclusive equipment equipped to her, right? So that's there. People on Earth, that's her passive ability. It's on a massive 9-turn cooldown, can be reduced down to 7 turns. But look at this. Resurrects and heals for 20% upon death. Dies if no enemy is slain in 1 turn. Grants the caster Dual Guardian's Caretaker for 1 turn upon resurrection. What this buff does is increases damage dealt to enemies and enhances certain skill effects. Cannot be removed before Demiurge Astei is slain. Irremovable buff. Enhances damage dealt to enemies. Enhances certain skill effects. Kind of reminds you of Notia's buff, right? But just wait. You'll see what I mean. Look at this. This is her ultimate ability, Sanctuary for All. Attacks all enemies. Skill ignores 30% of the target's defense and deals damage inversely proportional to number of targets. The damage of the skill increases every time someone dies. Guys, this is exactly the same skill that Maxwell has, right? This is exactly the same skill that Maxwell has, but Maxwell needs to stack up those stacks of Revelation all the time just to use it one time, and she's gonna be able to use it every single time. I mean, not every single time, but you know, from the get-go, there's no prerequisite requirements to be using her. It's a long cooldown skill, which can, you know, book down to 4 turns. But that's not the point, right? Her point is to first use the skill, deal a shit ton of damage, then she's gonna die, and when she's gonna die, she's gonna revive. She's gonna revive with 50% priority. A reset for the Sanctuary of All's cooldown, so she's instantly gonna be reviving, and she is instantly gonna be using her Sanctuary for All skill again. This is insane. This is crazy, literally crazy. And look at this, guys. Look at this. The sad part is, I mean, not the sad part. The only saving grace that people have to counter her, right? Just to counter her, is to make sure that you move before her, because keep in mind, she's only gonna get 50% priority and a little bit of health, right? She is gonna get a little bit of health. She's not gonna be fully like, you know, she's not gonna be like instantly dying and taking a turn. She's gonna be at half the turn meter, right? Half the turn mover. So you can hope your faster heroes can probably take her down, because if she's gonna move, then she's gonna be able to do immense amount of damage again. And she is not even like gonna die. Like she's still gonna be on the battlefield. Keep in mind, it says she will die if no enemy is slain in one turn. So after she revives and if she does not kill somebody, she will automatically die, right? And the way the skill is, the damage of the skill increases every time someone dies. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if you guys know, but Maxwell's skill damage is quite high. I would say he surpasses Noah's damage, even Rin's damage with the third ability, because of the defense penetration, right? And the damage is, you know, even inversely proportional, so she's the perfect finisher, right? Like AoE skills, they tend to fall off if there are less targets available, but this one is going to hit harder if there's going to be less targets. So again, like this is probably one of the best skills in the game. Of course, keep that in mind that even her first skill, we do not know what this enhanced attack is. Like, it does not say what's the enhanced attack, but probably it's something crazy good as well, right? Like, overall, I think it's amazing. Again, we even don't know what her exclusive equipment does, which is like I really think her exclusive equipment is going to be something such as a plus 50 priority push or something upon death or something like that, you know, just to make her like in a 1-to-1 copy of Arbiter Waldron, because Arbiter Waldron in Epic 7, he dominated Arena for like a full year. For like a full year, guys, for like a full year. So really, I think Demi Astei is kind of like an Arbiter Waldron copy in this game, but like Arbiter Waldron cracked version. Like, right? Because Arbiter Waldron did not have this defense penetration. He did not have this this damage of the skill increases every time someone dies. Again, like, I think she is an RB copy. Also, look at this, guys. His transcendence effect is bonkers. Her 6-star transcend effects increases the damage of all attack proportional to target's health. So not only is it gonna do, you know, ignore 30% of the target's defense, it's also gonna do more damage according to the target's health. She is single-handedly gonna decimate the entire tank team compositions. So she's this, you know, solid counter to say somebody like Demi Stella, like Veronica, Leos, Terup, any tank you can think of, literally any tank you can think of, Hanbu Lee. She's bonkers. She is bonkers, honestly. Must pull. Just a must pull here. Again, one huge gripe that I have with these developers, bro, please give us the exclusive equipment information. Like, I would literally die to know what her exclusive equipment does. Like, this is crazy good. Anyways, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think this hero is a must pull. Overall, giving my thoughts, Astei is probably not a must pull, right? She's not a must pull. But if you're in the territory of, you know, having the mileage to get her. Like, honestly, get her. I think she's still solid. She's a solid healer. Coming to Demi Astei, she is a must pull. She is super. You know what? Why I'm so confused? Because now I really want to 6-star, but 6-starring a Demi hero, like a Demiurge hero, it's so pay to win. I mean, not pay. It's kind of pay to win, but it's like, it's so hectic. It's so tough to 6-star a Demiurge hero. And the sad part is, you only require Ether. You cannot use your tickets to summon on this banner. Only Ether is going to be required. So yeah, guys, save your Ether. Start saving your Ether for like I mean, the good thing is you have like 3 months, bro. You have 3 months to summon for her, sorry. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. I'm pretty sure people will be able to get her to at least 4-star as a free-to-play, for sure. Probably even 5-star, pushing, you know, their luck if you get lucky. Of course, Whales are gonna get her to 6-star, and they're gonna decimate the entire arena meta. But you know, it's fun. It's gonna be really fun to see how she's gonna perform. I think she's not gonna be. I mean, she is gonna be using Cleave comps, but she could also be using standard bruiser comps, right? Because even if she dies, she still can revive and use her skills, right? So there's a lot to see. There's a lot to see and test with this hero. I'll show you guys. I'll summon for her, and do let me know your own opinions. I'd love to know your opinions regarding both of these new heroes. And yeah, stay tuned. I'll be making more videos regarding the new 2-star heroes here as well, Witchery and Lila. Again, I'll see you later. Peace out.